If you're looking for an affordable way to make the front end of your 2014 or 2015 Silverado 1500 look new, these factory style headlights with the amber corners, a black housing, and clear lens are a great way to do it. Now, headlights can fade, fog, get damaged, and really just make the front of the truck look its age, but a great way to refresh it is with a new set of headlights, and this choice is great for the Silverado owner who wants to keep that factory OE styling. Now, this does include a black housing or black trim, as you see here, which adds more of a stealthy feel to the front while not straying far from that factory style. And the best part about this set is that it's an affordable choice to accomplish those benefits that you're looking for your truck. Now, this set of headlights is set up exactly the same as the factory one, so you can expect a similar look and similar performance to these new headlights on the truck. Now, what I will say is that if you currently have headlights that have a fog lens or even some damage to them, these will make for a big improvement in the visibility thanks to the clear lens on the front. Now, the headlight also features that OE style upper and lower chrome reflector for good light distribution and those amber corners over on the side. Now, it doesn't stay true to the factory, however, is the housing or the trim here being black compared to most other options that usually have a chrome trim, whether it's an OE style replacement or right out of the factory. Now, that will add to a sleeker feel to the front end, especially if you want to match a gloss black grille or other black accessories or trim pieces that you already have on the truck. Now, these have a typical construction for a headlight, being a tough choice with a clear polycarbonate lens on the front, which will resist any layer impacts, a black ABS plastic housing for a direct molded fit, and a weatherproof seal. Now, all of these elements make for a solid build, which will help the headlight maintain this look and function over time. This also comes with adjusters on the back, great for lifted applications, and OE style plugs for a plug and play install. I do want to mention that this set does not come with the driving bulbs. It's just a housing swap, so you will have to move over your current bulbs to this headlight or pair this set with a new set of bulbs depending on what your preference is. Now, this set is about $250, which is a great price point for a set of headlights. Now, these headlights are just the housing, and it does keep the OE appearance with the slight exception of the black detailing rather than the chrome. So for those reasons, it does keep it relatively affordable compared to other options that may include bulbs or have more of an aftermarket style. Now, I think if you want a refresh for the front and a darker accent to the front end of your truck, and you're happy with the lighting performance that you currently have with your factory set, then this is a great choice for you. Install here is a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and should only take about 2 hours or so to get these installed. Now, at this point, I'm going to hand it over to one of our installers. They're going to show you a detailed breakdown on how to get these plugged in and bolted up to your Silverado at home. So that wraps it up for me. Let's go ahead and get into the install.
For this install, you need a 3/8 ratchet, 3/8 extension, a 10 and 7mm socket, 10mm wrench, and a clip removal tool. All right, today we're going to be installing a set of headlights on our Silverado. First, we're going to watch a quick video on how to uninstall stock ones, then we'll come back here to install the new ones.
All right, first step here, we have to uninstall our factory headlights. To do that, pop your hood. We're going to remove the radiator shroud. Now, there's a bunch of these plastic black push pin clips here. What you're going to do is take a panel removal tool. I'm going to start with this guy here. You're just going to pry up on the middle section. Once that's up, you don't necessarily need to take it off in 2 pieces, but once that's up, you can pull it off all together just like that. Do that for each one along the entire shroud. Now that all those clips are off, let's just lift up on the shroud and set it aside. Next up, we have to head over to the wheel well to remove this one Phillips head screw. Now, the reason we're doing that is because this entire trim piece that goes along all underneath the headlights and grille has to come off. So grab a Phillips head. We're just going to take this one screw off in each wheel well. So once you have one taken care of, repeat on the other side. And once that's off, you can start cracking that guy loose. All right, next step here, just pull that trim piece all the way off and set it aside. All right, next up, let's get our grill out of the way. Now, there's 4 10mm bolts at the top, so I'm switching over to an impact gun and a deep socket, so let's get those off. All right, now on the bottom left and bottom right corners, you're gonna find another 10mm. For the grill, I'm switching over to an extension on my 10 mil. All right, same thing on the other side. All right, so now we can just pull the grill off in one piece. All right, next step, let's unbolt our headlight. Now I'm working on our passenger side here. There's two 10mm bolts up top we're gonna start with. All right, next up, behind where our grill was here, there's one more bolt at the bottom down there. All right, we have one more down here in the corner, right behind where the trim was underneath the headlight. I'm gonna use a 10mm ratcheting wrench for this guy just because it's at a tough angle. All right, so now we can just pull that straight back. And you just pinch and disconnect the harness. Just like that, set your factory light aside.
Now before we can install our new headlights, we just need to swap over a couple bulbs. So the new one doesn't come with high or low beam, so we just need to swap them over from our factory headlight. So we're gonna take our bulbs out of our factory headlight, just give this a quarter turn, pop that off, disconnect our light, and same thing, another quarter turn, pull that out. Do the same thing for the other one. Just a slightly different connector, just lift up on the tab, pull out, and release it with a quarter turn. We can go ahead and put these in our new one. Every connector, plug it in, and line up and give it a quarter turn. Tuck the extra wire away and put your caps back on. There'll be a little tab at the bottom to line up and then tighten down. Now you can go ahead and do the same thing with the other headlight. Now we're gonna get our headlight plugged in and located into our truck. We're just gonna snap our connectors together, tuck our wiring back, and then line it up on our 4 mounting points. So we're gonna grab 2 of our 10mm bolts and thread those in, and grab our ratchet 10mm socket and tighten them down. On the side here, we have our lower mount. We're gonna thread in our bolt and then use a 10mm ratcheting wrench and tighten it down. Then our last mounting point for our headlight is on the front here. So we're gonna grab our bolt, ratchet, and 10mm socket and tighten that down. Now once you have this headlight all secured, you can go ahead and repeat those same steps for the other headlight. All right, now we're gonna put our grill back into place. Just line up our tabs. And then we have 4 bolts up the top and then the bottom. So now at the bottom, we have 4 bolts going across, 2 on either side. They're pretty deep in there. We're gonna grab our ratchet extension 10mm socket and our bolts and tighten them down. So once you have these 2 tight on this side, you can go do the same thing for the 2 on the other side. So now we're gonna reinstall our 4 10mm bolts coming across the top. Then while we're up here, we can reinstall our cover and then put all of our push clips back in. Last piece we need to put back on is our lower trim. So we're gonna line that up around our headlights and over all the middle tabs. Snap that around our corners. Then we can get our hardware back in our wheel well. We're gonna get our 7mm screw, reinstall that right here, grab our ratchet and socket and tighten that down. And go ahead and do the same thing on the other side of the truck. And that wraps up our install of our factory style headlights with amber corners with a black housing and clear lens for our 2014 to 2015 Silverado 1500. And remember, for everything Silverado, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.